Good? Yes. They asked the boys, they can't even talk anymore. They're just quiet over there. Nice and cool. Well, like Coach said, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I'd like to thank everyone for a great 2014-2015 season that we had. Like Coach said, coming into the program, this is my first year as a JV coach. I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew that we're coming into Mission Vista High School, this high regard for academics. We just started with sports, and now we're growing into something new, something big. And when I interviewed with Coach and the assistant principal and our athletic director, one of my main goals was one of my main pushing points was to leave a legacy. You know, to build up Mission Vista to be that school, that sports team, that soccer team that is recognized throughout our county, throughout North County, San Diego, and throughout San Diego. And I feel at the end of the season, I felt like we had taken that step forward in that direction of building up our legacy. Our varsity boys team did real well in CIF, and our JV boys put a performance of the season of the best in Mission Vista history. So congratulations to that. So just a little bit about myself before I bring the players up. My name is Steve Perez, Coach Perez to the boys. Been coaching soccer for a long time, played soccer for a long time, and I was coaching at a school in Murrieta for about 7 years, and it was hard for me to make the transition over, but I'm super happy and I'm super excited for what was here at Mission Vista waiting for me, and just the opportune moment and just moving into this new role into the program and into my life. I also teach currently at Mission Vista. I'm a long-term substitute. I also teach history, soccer history. I don't know what the connection is there, but it's there. So I've been enjoying learning about the school, learning the players, learning how the school runs and all that, and being there for the students overall. I think one of the big things is to understand in high school soccer is that, yeah, they're soccer players, but they're student athletes. One of my main driving points was that they are students and they are athletes. Students first before athletes. And I think that's very important to understand the difference between club and high school, apples and oranges. It's still the same game, but it's a whole different way of looking at things, in that academics is as important and more important than it is to play soccer. And being able to perform in the classroom and perform in the high school on the soccer team at the same time is very, very important. And one of the big things that I drove home with players is that we have to first be students and then we can be athletes. It's different in club, where you go 2 days a week. It's kind of, you pay the money, you can play on Saturday. High school is a little bit different, where you're coming in, you have to be at training Monday to Friday, 2 games during the week. And it's not like club where we're paying money, but you have to really earn your spot. You have to really earn your place on the team. So without further ado, I'd like to call up the team up over here to my side, please, of the presenting. So come on up, guys. All the JV players, come on up. Alright, so the team, 2014-2015 Mission Vista JV soccer team. A little bit about the team. This is a group of characters. We have the super quiet ones, to the ones that couldn't stop talking, to the other ones, to the brainiacs, to the other ones that different dimensions, different places where practice went every single day. But overall, I think they really came together and united as a group and had great camaraderie. I don't know what it was, that they were all friends, and it's, when you get a group of friends together, sometimes it's so hard to get them to stop talking to each other and to be laughing and to just be getting after each other. So I think overall, this year they established great camaraderie with each other, which is great because we had a younger team comprised of maybe like 5 or 6 returners, and then the rest were all freshmen. So it was great that they can come in and get that teamwork, get that team bonding straight away. Our overall record was six wins, 7 losses, and 6 draws. Just about 500, so I think we met our goal. Our ultimate goal was to try and win league, but I think we did something positive in creating a winning season, something that the school has yet to experience on the JV level. And these boys were able to come together and step forward and strive to push the program forward. Our league record wasn't the best, but we pushed through and we fought every single game. Our preseason was probably our strongest point. We had a great preseason. First 2 games, kind of getting to know each other, but after that, after the turnaround game came at El Camino High School, which is one of our biggest games where we won 2-0. El Camino ended up smoking everybody else in their league, and we were that one team that could defeat them. So I thought that was a huge part in our season, is getting that first big win against a big school like El Camino. And after that, the wins kept coming. We had that fight, we had that drive, we got into that soccer groove that that you need to win soccer games. And I thought we really came together. We found ourselves. We found our confidence, that we knew what we were able and we were capable of doing as a team. And other than that, we got into league, had a strong league. I think our league is the Valley League is one of the strongest leagues I think in San Diego County. I was very surprised at the difference between where I used to coach and coming in here, where every single game was competitive. And I think if we showed one thing in league, we might have not won all of them, but we were in every single one of those games. And I think if we proved anything this season, I believe that it was we can stand up, we can play with anybody in this league, and we're able to be champions. If we put our mind to it, if we step to it as we work as a team, we will be able to be champions. If we showed anything this season, it was that we can play with just about anybody out there on the soccer field, which is great. We have a small school, 1,500 compared to some 4,000 students in the school. So that shows some character, that shows some build, that shows some drive in our program, which is something that we hope to continue to build on. Some themes of our season. So I like to work in themes with my players. One of our first themes was teamwork. I started off the season, can you trust your boy? Can you trust your boy to make a pass? Can you trust your boy that, I'm going to pass you the ball and expect you to do something good with it? Giving up more, sacrificing yourself for the better of the team. What will help the team? It wasn't about me, it was about us. It was, what can I do to help the team? What can I do to help my teammates? It wasn't about me. I wanted to get away from that, but build that strong sense of team. And I really feel like we did that from the start of the season, and through our tough times in league, we were able to overcome and still stick together as a team and keep that camaraderie, which is very important. Another theme that we went with was mental toughness. I think to be league champions, to push forward, to strive, you need mental toughness. And we push a lot of mental toughness, and although being young did hinder us a little bit with the maturity, I think we learned a lot of strong lessons this season. This season brought us a whole lot of learning lessons in life. Like I said, sometimes you think you're just playing sports, but you're learning about life also. How to be a strong young man, how to be a responsible young man. And I'm happy that the game can provide that for us, than just learning soccer skills, but we're learning life skills as well. And I hope, and I did see that we did step up in that maturity level and striving better for not just be a better soccer player, but to be a better human being. Without further ado, I want to introduce the players. Just a quick shout out to Sawyer, because Sawyer was with us for a while. He ended up being our leading goal scorer, so shout out to Sawyer because he was a big part of our team throughout the week. So the first player I want to recognize is, I ended up nicknaming him from one of the first or second days. It was the Great White Wall, which is Ian Kemp. Yeah, Ian right here. Ian was our lone goalkeeper. We had 2 goalkeepers to start, but you already know, something wishy-washy with these teenagers. But Ian was strong. He came to every single practice. He was there for us. He came up with big saves left and right throughout the games. Strong practice player and lots of potential, lots of great things to come from Ian in these coming up season. And I was really proud of the way Ian was able to step up big, coming up against bigger players than him. He he was a freshman and he's coming in and was able to settle in straight away to the high school soccer environment. I'm very proud of Ian Kent. This next player, probably the fastest player on our team. He came up really big for us at times. When he was there, when he was ready, he was unstoppable. You can't stop this kid. He was a great asset for the team. He was a leader. He was one of those players that was the glue between different players, where they saw this player as the guy to go to. Everybody knew him. He was super friendly. He was super helpful to everybody on the team, and I really appreciate it. JJ Ibarra. This next player, we missed him throughout the season, but he was always there for us at practice. He ended up being one of our goalkeeper trainer throughout most of the season, and his endurance, his wanting to be on the team throughout the season paid off for him at the very end when he was able to come up big for us. This player, Nick Mann. This next player, I'd like to recognize him for his hustle stats. There's assists, there's goal scored, there's blocks, there's saves, there's tackles, but another category is the hustle category. That next level, that person that picks up the team with his work ethic, with his drive. And so many times in the games, especially his biggest game, I think, was at Orange Glen, where it's back and forth, we're down 1-0, and here comes this player with that extreme hustle that he has and that extreme push that showed the team, yeah, we can work, yeah, we can play against this team. And he was always at the right place at the right time, but he just couldn't find that finishing touch. He should have been goal scorer, but I see that potential, I see that drive and that hustle that, sometimes it's not always about having the best skills or being able to have the finishing touch, but it's being able to work hard. That's one of the things that I drove in with the boys this season, is to work hard, and this player was Racing Pride. This next player, one of our leaders, kid that you tell him run through the wall and he'll run through the wall. His work rate was tremendous. His heart and his drive. He has to be German. I don't know. He's a machine. He was a machine. Anything you might have asked of him, anything. He was the one that was sprinting from there to there to there to there, and then all of a sudden you see him like this. But it was his leadership and his heart that made me see that captain potential in him. And my first captain tonight, which we have a little medal right here for our captain, is Brandon D. How we doing? We're all right? Yeah? Okay. Next player, really clever on the ball. He had a slow start to the season. Took him a couple of games to get into the groove, get into the mix of the team. But I was really happy when he came in. I think we had a talk in the beginning of the season that he has to work hard. He has to push his team. One of my other philosophies is that your best players have to play their best every single day in order to make himself better and his teammates around him better. And I think this player stood up to that. He did what I asked of him, and he was able to step up and be that major playmaker that we needed throughout the league and throughout most of the season. And for that, I'm very grateful to Arden Shani. This next player, another one of my leaders. He was a mentor and role model. He was one of the upperclassmen on our team. We had two juniors on the team, which were three. Nando. Oh, Nando. I was but we had three juniors on the team that I'm so grateful to have these. From freshman to junior, it's night and day. And I was so grateful to have these upperclassmen on our team to kind of that the freshmen can look up to, and like while they're like going crazy and stuff, they see the juniors that are just calm, cool, collected. They were able to use them as role models, and this player was just a great leader. Every single day, every single practice, he was there for us. He was always there for his team, whatever his team needed. And I really needed a captain like Edgar that was, going to be able to get after the guys along with me. You have the coach that, pushes the team and leads the team, but you always need a leader from within. And Edgar was a great leader from within, getting on guys, getting us focused, getting us ready to play. And for that, I'm very grateful for Edgar. This next player, he has one of the most wicked boots I've ever seen in my life. He can kick a ball for miles. Surprising every single game, he was always doing that thing that the team needed. He was always there. He was always solid. He was always someone I could rely on. And he came up to a surprise to me at tryouts. He was on the bubble, and I was like, I couldn't really see who he was, but I saw his drive, I saw his hustle at tryouts, and I got him onto the team, and lo and behold, I thought he wasn't going to be a starter, but then all of a sudden the door opens up for him, and he steps up, and he doesn't look back. And I'm very grateful for Thomas Goya for the effort and And last but not least, the mouth of our team. Solid player, super solid player. If he could stay healthy throughout the whole season, if he could stay healthy, it could have been a different story. This player is a difference maker. Needs to mature just a little bit more, but I think he has the heart. He has the love for the game. He loves all his teammates, even though his teammates give him grief every single day. He loves them, and he comes to practice every single day, ready to work. He's super enthusiastic, and for that, I'm very grateful for Miles Catholic. Lastly, we have one more award here. At the school that I used to coach at before, we didn't really do an MVP, most valuable player. We did like some sort of like school award, and this year I wanted to introduce the Timberwolf Leadership Award. Leadership is kind of an ongoing theme that we have going on at the school. It's Timberwolf Leadership, and leadership stands for loyalty, enthusiasm, attitude, determination, excellence, respect, service, honor, innovation, and personal best. And thinking about this, again, coming back to being the high school athlete, you're a student athlete. So it doesn't just matter what you're doing on the field if you're being a knucklehead in class. So this award goes out to a player that does what's right in the classroom, does what's right on the soccer field, and he tries his personal best. Has the attitude and the drive to push himself as long as his team. He was a server of the team. He was there for the team whenever they needed him. He knew his role, and he knew what he had to do to make sure that his team succeeded, that he succeeded. And again, I want to drive home that it's not just about soccer, but it's about being able to be a good student, a good citizen. It's more than just a game. And for that, the Timberwolf Leadership Award, this first ever Timberwolf Leadership Award goes to Edgar Sedeno. All right, one last thing, a couple of honorable mentions before we hand it over to the varsity side. I know you guys got a lot on your itinerary. So first off, some honorable mention. I really want to say thank you to Mr. Ibarra. Where are you at? Oh, there he is. Of course he is. Mr. Ibarra filmed all of our soccer games, and he uploaded them every single night to YouTube, so that way the very next day we can come in the classroom and break down our film. And he just helped us with his support and his donations to the soccer program. And I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Ibarra. some other honorable mentions would be my diehard fans in the stands that showed up every single day. I think it's very important to build that tradition of having people in the stands. And I want to say thank you to all my hardcore fans out there, to the fans of the JV team. And furthermore, I just want to thank you, the parents, because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Without you guys getting them to practice, driving them to school, you know, buying them their soccer things and all that stuff, and being there and supporting us the way you guys did. I really appreciate everything you guys did for making me feel welcome, for bringing us together as a team. And I want to thank the parents for you guys. So give this up. So the team has a little gift for Coach. It's from everyone, so here you go, Coach. Thank you. 2014 Banquet soccer team.
What are you guys gonna do now?
Go to Disneyland. Go play FIFA.
That was way longer than
You're a freshman again?
No, actually, I'm a senior. I have my birth certificate. You're supposed to be in this country.